As dead, your body just too strict. They don't soak their spirit inside spirit. They they make boys no get chill at all. I won't blame them. Everybody they ask, where would they go, but I say nobody knows. Other countries they go from, but let's say Nigeria they for boss to, and we are a boss boy for this company now look at driver. All these company who don't care about us. There's now on top rock, as soon as they see us, I will they see them. Unless when they won't use them, use us. After them, they will use their rooms with us. Like say we don't see and our space now inside the city. But still, they believe their life. When election come now, we are ready to fight, we are ready to die. But wait till peanuts, we know if they want my life. Uncle and tea, peanuts and granola are the same thing. No use that one take night your neighbor eye. We go need each other to take secret. Thank you very much.
So, sir, let's look at creativity in poetry from your time up until now. Is there a link? Is that something that your generation was doing and this new generation is not doing? Or is poetry still the way it is from that time and now?
Thank you very much. Well, I think that, with respect to your question, because life itself is all about change, so naturally you won't expect that how it was then is how it is now. There's been changes in the way we perceive things. There's been changes in life itself. So of course we are bound to see some of these things happen. These days, of course, you have a lot of people coming into poetry and creative writing who didn't exactly have the training in it. So they brought a lot of flair, a lot of spontaneity into writing and into creativity, which has kind of made it fun. And I see a lot of young people now. There was a time when it felt like for you to be creative, you have to, have hair that is not combed, or have crazy beards, and be very nerdy. But now I think I see a trend now. We see the young people, the cool people are getting into this thing. I think the very first open mic I attended some years back didn't have this sort of crowd. But now I see a lot of young people, get embracing poetry, embracing creativity, and even these days, if you go to places like Lagos, when they have big events, in addition to the Olamides and the Wajes and the Tiwa Savages they bring on stage, you also have spoken word poets come and entertain the people too. So I think it has been embraced and it's a welcome development.
It's a round of applause for that. Alright, so Dr. Kali, when Okara was talking, he said something about the young people taking a break from the norm, doing things like the previous generation didn't do before. Poetry, as we know it growing up, was you have to write in this particular way, you have to go this way. It's taking a break from the norm, right?
It is not. As a writer, we have our poetic licenses. As writers, we have our poetic licenses. So that gives you the liberty to express yourself in the language or any language that you choose to. But in as much as the license is there, we have to ensure that the language we use is appropriate. It's used in the right context, the poetic elements are there, and then most importantly, what is the message? The message too should be well infused into the kind of language you're using to express your ideas. So it's not a crime, and it will never be a crime.
Right. So let me talk to the small body now. Let's look at young people picking up the ability to now go into poetry and other forms of creative writing. For starters that are new in this kind of business, how would you advise them to take this serious? And also, how can young people harness the opportunities that are in the creative industry?
Well, first and foremost, I need to let you understand that this whole idea is about being very, very natural and spontaneous. So if you want to become a great poet, you have to try as much as possible to bring out that thing that already exists inside of you. So the young people who are venturing to this, I am one person who advocates descriptive method of going into it. For instance, I'm a grammarian, and in grammar we have the prescriptive grammar and the descriptive grammar. The prescriptivists say that grammar or language should be spoken, ought to be spoken this way, while the descriptivists say that grammar should be spoken the way the native speakers wish to speak it. So there is no prescribing at any point. So in poetry, I feel that you have to exercise that ability that exists inside of you. And number one, if you're coming into this business of poetry, you have to learn some of the basic elements, right? In spite of the fact that you're bringing it out spontaneously, you have to learn some of the basic elements. And of course, the basic elements, we have the elements of literature. You go learn all of this, the techniques of how to go about it. So young people who come into poetry must learn those basic elements of literature and mix it up with the spontaneity that does already exist inside of you.
So we're going to take the final questions now. Before we now open the floor, so some of us have questions now ask. I'll call this session will be closed. I'm starting from you, sir. So let's look at it now. Decades before now, we didn't have spoken words, and all of a sudden we're having it now. Let's see if we can create boundaries around what will happen in the next 10 years. What do you think will be the future of creativity and poetry and writing in the next decade?
For me, personally, I'm a non-conformist. I don't believe, as far as creativity is concerned, I don't believe in rules. I don't believe we must do it this way or you must do it that way. I'm having a book coming out very soon, and I'm having these arguments with my publishers because they want me to fit into a particular mold they have in their mind. I'm breaking those molds, and I'm seeing the young people do that even more. Gabriel Okara that we are celebrating today was also a non-conformist. He did something nobody had ever done in his time. He took the Jaw language, the way it should be said, the way it's spoken, and did it in English, right? So I see a lot of young people doing that even more. I see a lot of young people breaking away from the roots. And trying out new things, because indeed, if you don't try out new things, then how creative are you? So I want, and this is like an advice, be more spontaneous. If I should go back to that thing, try new things. Don't be afraid to try new things. Be adventurous and take risks. And I see the sky as the starting point.
Up and coming generation, like he has said, they are breaking a lot of rules. But one thing I'd like you to know is this. In as much as you're breaking the rules, ensure that you are still within the boundaries of literature. Because there is a particular way of delivering literature, whether it is prose or poetry. And that's the challenge that I have as a person. That's my challenge with spoken word poetry. Because sometimes when you listen to them, all you hear is rhythm. The z's and the z's and he did this and he did that, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the day, you're asking yourself, what exactly did this person say? So for whatever it is you're doing, you're breaking the norms, fine and well, it's good. Infuse the Zone language, infuse the Igbo language, whatever language you choose to express your ideas in, bring them in. But ensure that there is this element of literariness in what you're doing, because when you lose it, then it's no longer literature. Thank you.
Same thing, I've already said it. I think I said it. It is very important to be spontaneous, to be natural, allow what is existing inside of you to go, because it's all about literature. Creative writing is all about expressing the emotions. So the spoken word artists, the poets here, they all want to express something that is already burning inside of them. It's all about expression of feelings, emotions. So while expressing emotions, you need to bring into that expression the basic basic elements of literature, and that will really bring out the beauty of your job, of your work. That's what I think.
And when you want to write, sometimes the words just come and you sit down and you write them. You need to take a second look at them, at the words that you have written, if they are reasonable, sensible, and then if they have a message, what is the message in the work that you have written? Does it fit the time? Because you can't write literature without the time, either physical or social time. You must ensure that your message is relevant for the kind, and then choose your audience. For the kind of audience you want to write for, ensure that the message is relevant, ensure that it is within the social and the physical time, and then ensure, like we've all said, most importantly, the literariness. Do not lose that literary essence in whatever you decide to do. Thank you.
I really don't know, like, if you guys can hear me. So I think I should stand up to say this about creativity, because I'm very passionate when it comes to creativity. There was a time when, if you told my mother, right? If you told my mother, take one Okara fabric and mix it with another Okara fabric and make a dress, she'll be very mad at you. One Okara must be used for one dress and another Okara must be used for one dress. There was a time you told a painter, you cannot paint with charcoal, only use watercolor. But today they are doing it with every kind of material, right? So the point I'm trying to make is, sometimes you really have to step up, step out and break those rules. If it's about rules, I wouldn't be here because I didn't study literature. They are the experts. But I'm writing and I'm publishing books and people are recognizing me as a writer. But I don't know those rules. So don't let those rules stop you from being creative. Don't let those rules stop you from delivering your poems. Don't let those rules stop you from being a spoken word poet or artist or whatever it is that you do. Break the bounds, smash the walls, smash the glass ceilings, and be great at what you do.
What I'm trying to say is, if you read Michael Appendia's work, you would see that in as much as he has broken a lot of the rules, his work still has the elements of literature in place. I have reviewed his work several times. You cannot read a Michael Appendia work in as much as he claims that he's not skilled in writing literature. For him, it's a gift. It came natural to him and then he built on it. I equally have that gift. When I'm driving, that's when I get to hear words in my head like, this girl is moving to this place, she saw that, and she's going to meet a guy, she's going to fall in love. But for some days now, I've been hearing a Keki Moto Park in my head. And a Keki Moto Park, like write a story around a Keki Moto Park, a Keki Moto Park. Okay, so I have heard a Keki Moto Park, but if I sit down to say a Keki Moto Park, a Keki Moto Park, a Keki Moto Park, a Keki Moto Park, I won't make sense to you. So I have to sit down and do characterization. Okay, what about a Keki Moto Park? Why is a Keki Moto Park coming to? What are the peculiar features of a Keki Moto Park? And then as you begin to write, you discover that you have a message. You must have a message in your work. You must ensure that your grammar is in place. Except of course you want to be like Gabriel in Sosa Boy. If you want to be like him, that's what we talk about. That's where we talk about style. Style is the man. In stylistics, you have your peculiar way of expressing your ideas. Choose a style that is suitable to your kind of imaginative phenomenon. When I was sending my first work to my editors, they said italicized in his own language. For instance, when I say KKCI, I'll still have to explain that KKCI is plantain porridge. But when I read the works of Chimamanda doesn't care. Olubo soup is Olubo soup. Olubo. And those dialecticals, they are there. She doesn't bother to explain them. So why should I, from the Niger Delta, begin to explain my language? I'm not going to do that anymore. I write my language, infuse it in my work. If you read, you understand fine and well. If you don't understand, the internet is there. You can call me and ask one or two questions. But please do not, I'm emphasizing this, do not when say Michael Appendia said you should be creative, break the roof and do all of that. He said it, but his works all have the elements of literariness in them.
got to start far. Thank you. Right, to add to that, I didn't study literature in school. In fact, I'm a grammarian. Now, I've written 4 books, 1 published, 3 unpublished. I have never, ever gone to any school to study creative writing. All I did was to study language. I'm a linguist. Now, I had to practice what is already existing inside of me. That's what I said. And in the process of bringing out the talent inside of me, I discovered that I was trying to practice all of those elements without my knowing. By the time I go back to read, I discovered that I had already infused all of those elements in my work without my knowing. So you that is here, you are going to excel even more if you understand these elements, break the boundaries, as Michael Fabler said, do whatever thing you can, but try to also have an idea of all of those elements so that you become better.